The ugly primetime narrative is still there. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just focused on winning games, playing well, winning games. Tough one tonight, but we've got another opportunity next week, and that's what we got to do is focus on that and get ready to go.
The offense stunk. Was not good enough to score 7 points against a team that has allowed more than 24 in each of their last 4 games. Allowed 41 points lastly to the Ravens.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they wet the bed. Like, offensively, you're coming into this game against the Bengals, and just like you said, this is one of the worst scoring defenses in the league. You're coming off of a great road victory in Seattle, and you can't find the end zone. You can't make simple field goals. This offense is so frustrating to watch sometimes because just when you think they're getting some momentum, getting some rhythm, all of a sudden they find some way to shoot themselves in the foot. And
yeah, I mean, being honest, it sucks. You have to come in the next day and watch the game tape of a game you feel like you should have won, but you just didn't execute.
I thought Tracy was phenomenal today. I don't think he got enough touches. I think he was the best player on offense tonight, and he should have touched the ball more. They should have run the football a little bit more with him.
We had a lot of just mishaps, on the offensive side. Defense played amazing. They gave us the ball. We have to take advantage of our opportunities, when we get a short field, or when defense do a 3 and out or whatever it is. We got to play complementary football.
Daniel, what happened with the interception? Was that a play you'd like to have back?
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to get the ball at the back of the end zone. Got hit. Got to throw it earlier or get the ball down.
I mean, I feel like that's just kind of football. You got to nail the big ones. You don't get a lot of opportunities in this league to hit 40-yarders, 50-yarders, or whatever that may be. So whatever you can especially nail, especially get it in the end zone, you got to be able to nail it. So can't take those things for granted at the end of the day. Like I said, got to go out there. You win your one-on-ones, each individual, offensive line, receivers, the running backs, and even the quarterback doing whatever they have to do. So it all just comes down to all of us and doing our job. So.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're not going to be, an 80%, completion rate when you throw deep balls. You're going to hit some, you're going to miss some. Obviously they help. They help a great deal in terms of, ending drives and points when you hit them. Whether that's catch and run, like it was on the one we got called back, or, a downfield shot, to Wandell on a crosser or whatever it may be. So keep working at it.
Didn't click as well. Yeah, I mean, I think in the first half, we don't score any points. It makes it tough. We didn't run it as well as we wanted to in the first half, and then on the flip side of that, we didn't connect on enough passes to overcome that. So when you have those two things going on, it's hard to score points. And when you don't score points in the first half, it's hard to win the game.
I've rewatched it this morning. On that deep over route, Wanda Robinson had about 5 or 6 yards of separation. You got to connect on that throw.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult of a throw.
They got their first touchdown of the season at home, but yet Daniel Jones has not thrown a touchdown pass at home in 3 games now. And
How frustrating is it on a day that the defense plays like it did not to be able to score more than 7 points?
Yeah, it's very frustrating to not score more than 7 points.
Like I said, still so much more that you can do. I mean, there's some opportunities we got to take advantage of, to change the game. But, just speaking from a holistic view, we've been playing well, for sure.
Our inability, I would say this game, and to generate explosive plays, whether that's through the run or through the air, is not where I want it to be right now.
This might be a simple question, I don't know, but Daniel's been kind of inconsistent. I think, played well the last couple of weeks, had some ups and downs this week. What can you do to kind of, calm him down, to get him back to playing more consistently?
Are you just talking about last game, or are you talking about weeks before that?
Just overall, I mean, to get him more consistent.
Well, I mean, that's what you're always trying to do with a quarterback. Whether it's completion plays, chunk plays, quarterback runs, move the pocket, screens. Again, you touch the ball on every play, and your goal as a quarterback is to come out of that game making the proper decision on every play. Certainly, that's not going to happen all the time, but Daniel, like I've said plenty of times, he's doing everything he can to be as good as he can be.
But do you ever like have to sit down with him, especially after like a bad mistake or what he, mistake like that interception where he admitted, he'd like that one back. And do you just sit down with him and just kind of say, hey, listen, it happens? I mean, how do you approach that?
Yeah, I think each situation is probably a little different. Yesterday we talked about it. We moved on. Look, it was a play that obviously he would like to have back. Told him I have a lot of confidence in him. Asked him. I mean, you're always communicating with your players, Patty. Quarterback, obviously, when you're talking to him on a play-to-play basis and all the time you spend with him during the week. So. Again, you're going to have some of those, just like every player is going to have some of them. And you talk, you coach, you teach, you listen, and you move on.
Thank you.
Yep.
And to walk out thinking that the Giants scored just 7 points, you're just not going to win football games doing that.
Have a lot of confidence in our coaches, really in all three phases.
I'm not going to excuse Daniel Jones's interception, folks. Please, I know I'm a Daniel Jones backer. I'm not here to excuse him. I'm not.
He did not play well.
He did not play well.
Yeah.
Okay. It was not his worst game of the year. I thought Minnesota was worse.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This was his second worst game of the year. And
it's very frustrating, because we practice it every day. We've been doing this since OTAs, and when we go out here, when it matters and when it counts, just can't connect. That's something that we can't have. It can be momentum of the game. It can be, maybe DJ was seeing something else. We just got to be on the same page at the end of the day. And